I see the guys across my desk that, have tried to go to kangaroo court, and, they go through the process. The paperwork is confusing. It's Swiss cheese benefits, and then you get to the medical exam, and, they're wondering, why the guy is 182 years old that can't see and can't hear is the one that's allegedly doing the exam. We laugh and say he graduated from medical school and came to graduation in a covered wagon. But those sometimes are the situation. And, figures lie, liars figure. The way I figure is if I am a terrific, cutting-edge doctor that is an orthopedist or a neurosurgeon or a neuropsychologist, and I've got a booming practice, and I'm seeing patients that can pay and afford to come to see me, why in the world am I going to be carving out a day a week to pursue his individual claim? I'm way too busy. I am way too sought after, and my fear here is that we're going to be in the second, third, fourth, fifth tier of doctors who are backfilling a failing practice by doing these exams. And that's always a prescription for more problems.
Sure, because as you've indicated, each side will be able to pinpoint those doctors that are, shall we say, favorable to their cause.
They like to use the word pliable. And, if you're not treating any patients anymore, if you don't have hospital privileges, if the last time that you operated was in the 1980s, if you don't have call anymore, where real patients call you in the middle of the night because they've got pain and problem and restriction and limitation, and you no longer have a staff, and you don't pay any malpractice insurance, and all you are is a professional examiner, I lose my sense of sympathy for you, because I want somebody who's got a real dog in the hunt. And I know this. I'm going to put the high-intensity lamp on it, and I'm going to bring the spotlight to who they select, and I'm going to make sure that my private investigators are digging through the trash to make sure that I don't find somebody that's beholden, that has any financial interest, and that as independent as they can be. I want to make sure they're independent.
Absolutely, because, attorneys certainly over the years have gotten bad raps all the way around about, shall we say, their morality and the way in which they practice law. But I can guarantee you there are many doctors that make their money not practicing medicine, but practicing law. A great example of that, changing gears, was this guy that's on the faculty of Johns Hopkins, who was a great, great friend of the mining industry. He was called over 1,100 times to testify that, by God, this poor miner did not have black lung because there was no correlation between what the hell he did for a living, working in the mine, and the fact that he had black lung. Nope, absolutely not. Over 1,100 times this guy said, nope, no correlation at all. Finally, after some 1,100 times, they decided we can no longer use this guy and barred him from testifying. But it took 1,100 and some odd times, you see.
It's real difficult to depose one of these doctors. And, I guess if I go to work 1,100 times the same way, I know pretty much how to get to work. If you're getting paid 1,100 times and your pay isn't tied to the financial outcome, but they keep coming to you, and 1,100 different times you arrive at the same final decision. That gets difficult to come on. Hopefully we're going to have a system that is subject to scrutiny.